Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a juice cup. Comes from the Magic Bullet or whatever it's called. And then down here you can see there's a variety of things. I've already cut them up, so you don't have to hang around and watch me do that. So here's basically it. This is spinach, which I put in the bottom. I always do that first. So let's go ahead and do the spinach. I'm going to follow that with, basically what I did is I cut up a carrot. And it may not look all that big, but it's about 6 inches, maybe 7 inches long. And it's not too big around. So I chop all this stuff up. I do it because you can get more in it. And that's really what you're after, is to get as much nutrition in there as you possibly can. It's not a lot, but it's a little sliver, about you can tell it's about an inch wide piece of poblano pepper. So it depends on how much you like. This right here is a piece of ginger, not too thick, but I think it'll do the job. Throw that in there. See the size of this beet? I took about 3 slices of this. That's ground up, as you can see, how everything's coming together. And it's filling the cup up pretty quickly. So you can see so far, I'm already at the fill line. I always go way beyond the fill line because that's just the way I do things. All right, an apple. I'm going to put half of it in and see if I still have room for more, because I'm going to put cinnamon in. Oh, you know what? I tell you what, I'll just do that right now. You don't have to put necessarily a lot in there, but you do have to put some in. I would put turmeric in here, but I don't have any turmeric, at least that I could find. So I chopped up, half the apple. You can see. Just toss that in there. Now, you can look at the cup and you can see that that's actually pretty full. And this, I guess, is about, I don't know what it actually holds, a pint or something like that. It's whatever comes with a NutriBullet. So I think I'm going to hang on to this other half of the apple. Incidentally, I do take the seeds out because it turns into arsenic in your system. Now, it would probably take a truckload full of it to hurt you, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to put some water in and I'll be right back. And I do use bottled water rather than tap water. Okay, that's how full that thing is. The water line is like right here. So I got a little bit of room because I want to put some good old apple cider vinegar in there. Not a lot, because this stuff is really pretty powerful. I put about a tablespoon in, I guess. Then honey. Now you put the honey in because when you put the water in, it's going to dilute everything in here. Otherwise, what you're going to have is something about the consistency of applesauce, and that's not really easy to drink. So I just take water, dilute it, and then dump in more honey than my wife allows, but she's not here. So guess what? I'm doing it my way. Okay, now the only thing left to do is to stick it upside down on that NutriBullet, and then we'll give it a go. Be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you're done. And if you're familiar with it, it's a NutriBullet. That's what I use. I like the tornadic action because it takes everything from the bottom, shoves it to the top, and just cycles everything through enough that it gets good and ground up. But it looks like it's pretty liquidy. We'll give it a look. Now I always have to use a spoon because of all the floaty stuff, see there? That's like water. But it's got a really good taste to it. Here, you want to know? I'll prove it to you. That's really good. Usually, you get a little bit around the edge, so I always wipe it off. Put the little cup holder on here. Make sure that handle. Just stir it up a little bit. And it drinks just like a drink ought to drink, rather than trying to slug down applesauce, but you have to eat practically with a fork. But if you don't put water in it, that's exactly what's going to happen. But when you put the water in, it dilutes everything. So that's why you use the honey. If you're doing this in a vegetable mix where you don't have any fruit at all, which incidentally, you can exchange this apple with pineapple. We do that a lot. But if you were doing something like, where you put tomatoes in, or maybe celery or something else like that, think of it like a salad and do something that you would flavor it with something that you would flavor a salad with. Salt, wine vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, a few things like that. You know what? I probably have put salad dressing in them before. Just because once you dilute it, you got to do something to give it some taste, or else you'll just hate doing it. You do this every single day for about 90 days, you'll see an incredible difference in how you feel and how you look. Because it's going to clean your blood out, it's going to clean your arteries out, it's going to clean your liver and your kidneys. It's got so many assets, and there's so many recipes online for certain types of things that'll lower your blood sugar. Which cinnamon helps do that. That's why I put a lot of cinnamon in it. It helps regulate your blood sugar. Anyway, that's kind of it. It's really pretty simple. It takes about 10 minutes to do. Put it on the NutriBullet for, about 20 seconds is about all that takes. And you just have to experiment with it to get the kind of taste that you prefer, so that this isn't drudgery. Now, as soon as I finish this, I'll probably go eat some spaghetti. All right, because, you still got to eat something. Well, maybe you don't. Some people say you don't. But I just happen to have some back there on the stove, and I want it. So that's the way it is. All right? Hope you have fun doing this. And I hope you'll do it, Larry, like every single day.